we present to you one of the most talented speed painters of India, Om Prakash. Let's put our hands together, everyone, and let's get ready for this much-awaited spectacle. Here we go. Well, what started off with the traditional music and now moves to modern, and that's why we bring to you the Incumbent-Insurgent Growth Playbook launch, blending the traditional and modern marketing together. I think we already got a clue what's happening over here. We did. We can see the write-up coming through. I love that intricate fillings over there, like an intricate weave coming through the traditional and the modern marketing as we unveil to you the design, the full-fledged design in a short while. So sometimes all we need is a blank canvas to fill it with our thoughts. And sometimes all we needed was just a blank canvas to fill it with a design that represents the playbook, the much-awaited playbook that we're all eagerly looking forward to. And with that, well, ladies and gentlemen, as we unveil to you the cover of the playbook, the Incumbent-Insurgent Growth Playbook, I'd like to please invite on stage Rohit Dadwal, CEO and Board of Directors, MMA APAC, Head of Smarties, MMA Asia Pacific. I'd like to also please invite on stage Mr. Prashant Kumar, MMA India Co-Chair, Chief Executive Officer, South Asia, WPP Media, Monica Khurana, Country Head and Board Member, MMA India, Tushar Vyas, Chief Strategy Officer, WPP, Upali Nag, President, Strategy South Asia, WPP Media, also our co-moderator, Tanya Sehgal from MMA India and Nikita Jain from WPP Media. Let's have you all on stage, please. Nikita, let's have you on stage as well. And there we go. We'll also have Praseed Prasad on the stage, please. Praseed Prasad, let's have you as well. We have unveiled the cover for you. Let's unveil the reports. We'll have you all come together, and thank you so much, Om Prakash. Can we also have a round of applause for Om Prakash for showcasing to us the cover? Thank you so much indeed. And now let's go ahead and unveil the report for all of you. We'll keep that tempo on, we'll keep that music on. I can see all the mobile phones out. Can we also have a round of applause for everyone? While we have all of you on the stage, let me also inform you that while we have more than 80 plus contributors, some of our key contributors are here inside the hall. So let me go ahead and please invite them on stage as well to join in. So if I may please invite Gandharva Sachdeva of Hybrid AI. I'd also like to invite Soumya Mohanty from Kantar to please come on stage. May I also invite Anindita Veluri from Adobe, Saurabh Jain from House of Abhinandan Lodha. We'd also like to please invite Girish Ramchandra from Shopalist, Navajit Nath from Cargo. I invite all of you to please come on stage, our key contributors. I further invite Narayan Murthy from Moneyballs and Muralidhar T from WPP. Mr. Adarsh, we'd like to invite you as well to please join in on the stage. Mr. Adarsh Menon, let's have you on the stage as well. And let's hand over the reports to some of our key contributors who are here. I know I would have announced some of the names, but if I've missed out, then my apologies. But if some of our key contributors are here inside the hall, then I'd like to invite you on stage. What we'll do, we'll just tone down on the music a little bit. And photographer Saab, let's work out on the aesthetics of the stage. Let's turn it on. Yes, Monica.
I think, I'm sorry, but I'll have to do your job. I need Sogato on stage, Sukleen on stage, please. Yes, Rajat on stage. Please, yes. All of you who are
Everyone
a part of this book need to be on stage. We may be missing some names because there are too many of you. We said there are 80 in here and we're not able to spot all of you. So please join us on stage for a lovely big picture with all our contributors. Yes. Sunita, as I said, okay, all the MMA India board members, all MMR contributors, can we please have you on stage?
Sorry, just butting in also, Grishma, we have you here. If please come.
Come. Please.
And if we missed anyone, please come.
Oh. Okay, everyone on stage deserves a huge round of applause. This is really a work of labor. And if we're still missing someone, please come.
All right, so I've just been informed by the photographer to rearrange all of this that's happening over here. So if I could invite all the ladies to probably come forward. Let's have you all come forward here. Yes. And then let's have the finest gentleman right here. Absolutely. Since our school days, yeah?
I'll hold it. Don't worry, we can hold it together.
Let's have you all come together as well. Yes. And we'll make that closer and
Please hold the
closer.
book with
Yes. Superb, superb.
Please, hold.
Well, let's have the brightest smiles over there. With the unveiling of the Modern Marketing Reckoner 2026, the Incumbent-Insurgent Growth Playbook.
You guys can applaud for everyone. You don't have to stop.
We've got the posy poses and we can make that a little informal as well. Give your brightest smiles. Maybe give a cheers, a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Superb, superb indeed. Oh, we captured the video as well. Very important. We're in the world of reels. Superb indeed. Let me now invite on stage Monica Khurana, country head and board member MMA, to please come forward. Let's have you take us through the report as well. Let's have you take us through all the details around it.
Done yet? Using this? Is this working? Okay. Okay, we are not done yet. We need all your attention. We've just opened it, but we have a lot to tell you about it. And it'll be nice if all of you settle down. So once I've spoken about it, we can have rest of the leaders also join me in giving you context to this report. It's not a mean task. The first time ever in the industry that there is a launch like that where you see points of views from incumbents and insurgents coming together into one collective. Yeah? So give me your attention for a while and let me very quickly tell you why this is so valuable and so different. But before I do that, I want to definitely tell you that, as you heard, this is the 7th edition of the Modern Marketing Reckoner. We have been doing the annual report in partnership with WPP for 7 years, and it started, and I have to credit the person in the room with Tushar Vyas, inspiring all of us to do it, and ever since then, there's been no looking back, and we've done it every single year, and it's grown bigger and bigger every single year. So on that note, today marks a very special milestone as we launch the 7th edition of the Modern Marketing Reckoner. It is the annual industry compass for all of us to really learn and understand the shifts of modern marketing. And just to give you a sneak preview why I say that, across the journey, we have captured industry's most important transitions each year. Let me give you a snapshot. We began by laying a foundation to modern marketing when we launched the first one. Then we moved into explaining more about connected consumer journeys as they were emerging. That was the 2nd edition. Then on, we kept evolving and evolving. And we then came to an edition where we spoke about how do you build winning marketing organizations. And we brought perspectives on brand, consumer, data, technology, all under one roof. It didn't stop then. And then we realized that this was now taking a different form. So then came the next edition where we started talking about how do you win with AI. Just when AI was beginning to become an area where we were all trying to sort of learn ways to make it impactful for businesses. So we did talk in that edition a lot about winning with AI, and each year, by the way, we've always made it into a collective where we've ensured that the best in the ecosystem comes together to contribute to it, and of course the best comprises the MMA member community, the MMA board, WPP experts, and several other leaders. That said, last year, we launched something called CMO's Guide to Growth Hacking. That yet was another power-packed edition where we truly started evangelizing ways to drive growth. And now we are in our 7th edition where growth has taken a very, very different form. And the way to grow now is to really drive something that we've been hugely inspired by our very own board, which is around reciprocity of learnings between incumbents and insurgents. So what this report has attempted to do is drive learnings which are an exchange between incumbents and insurgents. And of course, we'll hear more about it from Adarsh, who's going to give us a VC view on it too. So now, when it comes to growth, the question is, how do we learn from one another versus worry about who's outperforming whom, right? So the real question is, what and how can incumbents learn from insurgents, and what can insurgents learn from incumbents? You know, for too long, we've been boxing them into two cohorts, but no more. This now is a time to fuse learnings, right? So consumers now do not think of them in separate buckets either. Consumers don't reward legacy, and nor do they reward speed. That is why this year's edition is so timely as we talk about the incumbent, insurgent, growth playbook. So representing this playbook are very, very valuable practitioner views. You will keep seeing the QR code on screen, and you'll be able to download it. You're the first ones to witness it. And to do this report, we brought in a lot of views, of course, from the board, and PK is co-chair on our board, and we, of course, had his perspective and huge support from him. But that said, we brought together what we called the report advisory. And the pictures that you see here, and some of them are here with me, like there's Sogato here, Sundar was right here a while back, and Sukleen is here, Siddharth is here, I see, of course, Upali is here. So all of us together made an advisory to really learn and understand what is the best way to represent this edition and what should we be doing in it. So this report, therefore, after we curated a right format to it, brought together the right contributors who were curated and handpicked and invited to contribute to it. And this, what you see on the screen, are the range of contributors we've had across different categories, be it the board, be it the members, or be it the industry experts. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about what's in the report. So I'm going to steal with pride what Tushar wrote, that it now needs two engines, a lighthouse and a speedboat, right? Why a lighthouse? Because lighthouse represents trust. And why a speedboat? Because a speedboat is what is going to allow active experimentation and agility, right? But both need to coexist. One cannot exist over the other. So with the angle of a lighthouse and speedboat, where we're bringing credibility and agility under one roof, what was also very interesting is what PK says in the book. He says that it cannot be built in silos. It is built through something he calls the shared growth ecosystem. It is where incumbents and insurgents from across the ecosystem, including agencies, platforms, technology partners, creators, come together to learn from each other and grow together. That is exactly the role MMA has attempted to play in this playbook. By the way, just a fun fact, it's 170 pages, but let me tell you, it's worth every page in it. So this playbook looks at how 5 particular areas are converging, and what are these 5 areas? So we've got perspectives on consumer insights. We've got perspectives on the funnel, how the funnel is collapsing, and something that we call through the funnel marketing. There's a view on communication strategy. Then there's a view on technology, data, and measurement. So these are the 5 that you see on the screen, 5 areas in which the book has been divided. But what's very interesting is that it's full of use cases, perspectives, and something that we've called checklists. There are actually real frameworks, there are real guidelines, there's real guidance where you actually get to really learn and unlearn what and how you can apply it, including some interesting stuff which Sogato himself has penned down and which is absolutely a must read. So that said, as Soumya, yes, she's there, I'm glad. In her words, the consumer has moved, so must our methods. Such a simple but important statement. The consumer has moved, and so must our methods. It's not so much about, okay, legacy works like this, and young brand works like this. It's just that the consumer works like this, so let's work per that, right? So that said, This, as a 7th edition, is totally a power-packed edition, and it is a catalyst to break old binaries, a catalyst to build brands that are both trusted and fast. Now, that's an expected combination. You got to be trusted and you got to be fast. And how do you do that? By bringing both to really exchange their qualities and learn from one another. So, as I come to an end of this, because the next era of marketing will not be built by incumbents alone or insurgents alone. It will be built by those who combine the discipline of legacy and young brands. So let's download it to adopt it, because remember, it's now time to be more adaptive, holding on to what creates enduring value, and yet being fast, flexible, and responsive to what the consumer is looking for. So happy downloading it, happy reading it. I hope you find this valuable.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Monica.